Hi, my name is Mark Talent from Crestron UK. I'm the lighting product manager, and today we're going to talk you through the new pre-wired DIN rail enclosure that we have to offer. As you can see here on our right hand side, we have an integrated DIN rail dimming system. At the top here you have our processor. Here you have our individual dimmers themselves. And as you actually look inside the enclosure itself, we've had this pre-wired and shipped to site with integrated input breakers and output breakers. We have RCBOs on the input, which meet the new requirements for 17th edition wiring regulations. Normally we would sell the products individually, side by side. Often our AV guys have a problem trying to install this when it goes to site to meet electrical regulations. So what we now offer as a service, which they tell us their dimming requirements, we get those products and we ship it to site pre-wired as a complete box in this enclosure over here. And it means that they do not have to think, they do not have to tell the electricians how to meet the regulations. Everything is done for them before they actually get there themselves. Each product here, you see our main lighting processor in the DIN rail family range. This is the DIN AP2, which will control about 100 circuits. Next to it here, you have the DIN hub, which allows you to have multiple Crestron devices on the network if you go over 30. Right next to the guy here, we have the DIN power supply, which is a 50-watt power supply, and connects to the actual DIN AP2. The device we have here is a DIN 2 MC2, which will control 2 independent sets of blinds, and is in a small DIN rail unit itself. Next to it we have the DIN 8SW8. The DIN 8SW8 device will have 8 independent 10 amp switches. And here we have the DIN A08, which is 8 analog outputs. Next to this we have the DIN I08, which has 8 individual analog digital inputs. And here we have one of our new guys, which is the DIN DALI 2, allowing us to have 2 independent DALI universes and 1 network device. Crestron Toolbox will allow you to actually integrate to that and to set up your whole DALI network. Next to this is one of our guys that does our LED dimming and fluorescent dimming. It's 4 channels of 0 to 10 volt dimming with 4 10 amp switches. And on the right hand side here we have something called the CHLED PWM, which will allow you to dim any LED which has a normal standard transformer. Again, you don't have to have a 0 to 10 volt control to dim it. And these are the 2 main guys in the actual DIN rail range. This is our DIN Dim-U, which is a universal dimmer for forward and reverse phase dimming. And this guy here is a DIN Dim-4. The DIN Dim-4 is a non-universal dimmer and really is the core product in most dimming of the range. So as you see now, Crestron really in the DIN rail product family range has something to match every type of dimming. There isn't anything out there we cannot dim. And we now have a device which is dedicated to the European market and not just for the American dealer base. For more information, please feel free to contact Crestron on www.crestron.co.uk.